everybody, and welcome to Calmlands here on Farming Simulator 22 with me, FarmerWillieB. So, what are we doing here in Calmlands? Well, we're doing a new challenge here called the Baker's Dozen Challenge, and this is a challenge that was set up by Rusty Money Gaming. And what I'll do is I will put a link to his setup video in the description. But I'll just give you a quick run through that. Basically, the whole challenge is to make 13 pallets of donuts. So yeah, as I say, I'll leave a link in my description for Rusty's setup video, and I'd suggest you go and check it out so you know exactly where we stand with this challenge. But to give it a quick rundown, we'll go into the map here. So basically you start in farm manager mode, and you kind of start with everything up here on plot 4, apart from the actual land. You've got to get rid of all that equipment that you have. There are pallets of, I think, fertilizer and stuff here somewhere near the house. You can use them. Then you've got to choose a plot, where either plot 18, plot 1, and I think it was 51 and 52, I think, I can't remember, or 50, 51 and 52. You could choose any of those, or 18 or 1. Now if you choose 18 or 1, you've got to get rid of the 2 sheds on each. There's 2 sheds on 18, so I've chosen plot 18 as my starting point. You also need to choose plot 21 and by plot 40. These are for the donut factory and confectionery. Now I think if you could put either the donut factory on 21 or 40 and vice versa, you don't have to have the donut shop only on 21, so to speak. You can also farm these lands, 21 and 40. You can farm half of the land if you wish, and use the other half to decorate for production. You can also put other productions on here eventually. And I'll read out the stages in just a second once I get it up. And so yeah, you can farm either the whole thing or half, but you've got to have either the donut shop or the confectionery on either one of these plots. So we shall just quickly get the stages onto this. So there are 2 stages to this, and the first one is that you have a debt of 250,000, which you don't actually get when you jump into farm manager mode. You must go to the bank and borrow that money up to 250,000 to give you a debt. Your next thing is to buy and place, oh no, it does actually say, I beg your pardon, buy and place a sugar mill on plot 40. So you've got to put it on plot 40. Buy and place a confectionery or a donut shop, or donut production on plot 21. So it was the sugar mill and donut production, so I beg your pardon on that one. And then you've got to produce 1 pallet of donuts. Produce 1 pallet of donuts. Okay. And step 2 is you've got to get 13 pallets of donuts. It's quite confusing actually. So I'll scrap that. Produce 1 pallet of donuts. We'll go on with, once you've got the productions on each plot, is to then make 13 pallets of donuts. Now there is quite a lot of ingredients required, so it could take you a wee while. So yeah, there is a setup video from Rusty, which, as I said, I'll leave in the description of my video. So we need to put the sugar mill on plot 40 once we get to that. So my plan And this is kind of like just my little homestead here. You can have the fermenting silo, which is probably a beneficial thing to have if you've got plot 18 or plot 51, 52 or 50. So my goal is to try and get all the ingredients before I place the productions down. So for the sugar mill, obviously, we're going to need sugar mill. Find the sugar mill. Doop, doop. There it is. We're going to need sugar beets, sugar cane or cut beets to make sugar. So we're going to need to get a field for beets. So you could take half of plot 21 and put beets in that if you wish, and take half of plot 40 and put something else in for the donut production. So if you want to use the donut production by Yos, I think it's this one. Yeah, I think it's this one here. You're going to need milk, sugar, chocolate, flour, eggs, butter and strawberries. So you're going to need a lot of productions on to get all that organized for the pallets of donuts. Also, what Rusty was saying as well, he would like people to try and do, which would be quite a nice addition to the game or the challenge, would be if you know anybody, family members or who own farms, to try and recreate their farms as close as possible. Personally, none of my family were farmers, so I'm just going to be using farms in and around my area. So I started. I had a bit of an issue with the mower, the Krone mower, because I couldn't figure out how to get the swath changed onto from wide spreading to swath spreading. So I managed to get it, so I've got that done. So yeah, I want to try and get all my production ingredients before I purchase the actual factories themselves. So my main goal just now is to do that. So first would be the sugar mill. I think it is 80,000. I'm not sure. Let's go back this way to the sugar mill. Excuse me. Yes, it's 80,000. So, I mean, I could put that down now if I wanted to, but I need to get sugar beets. So my question to Rusty, if he watches this video, is, although we're allowed to farm half of 21 and 40, are we allowed to put animals on that? That's what I would like to know, if we could put animals on those plots, because that would probably be a good start for me to put animals on there. I mean, I could probably get away with there was a fenceless sheep and cow barns and stuff, so I don't know why that's saying it's overlapping with it. That must be because of the grass. That's probably what that is. Yeah, if we could put these onto the other plots, that would be fantastic. So yeah, I got the Krone mower and I bought the McCormick as the medium tractor. You need to start with that. So what I'm going to do now is, what we're going to do just now, we're going to think about what I want to do with this field here when I'm done. Do I want to keep this as grass? Now we are on hard economy, so that's going to be a good challenge. Right, we'll go and get the... Oh, and you get to start with a forklift at the shop. It's not allowed to leave the shop for any reason whatsoever. So we'll take the McCormick down, and we shall go and pick up as much of this grass as possible. I don't think we're going to get much done before it's dark, because I decided to start doing as much as possible. Have the bin men been to empty my bins? Looks like they have. So yeah, I don't know how many videos I'll get out of this. I mean, for the Bake a Cake challenge, it was 33 videos in total. So I'm hoping to try and get around about the same. But with it being on hard economy, it could take a wee bit longer, depending on how much time I can actually spend on actually setting up for the next videos and stuff. So right, what I'm going to do is just start here and just start picking this up, and then we'll get this into the fermenting silo, turn that on, activate it, and we shall get silage out of it at some point, and then that will give us a bit of income. 127,000. We have got collectibles on this map that we are allowed to use. We can utilize them any way we like. I was thinking along the lines of getting the productions with the money found by the collectibles, or just using that money to redecorate the areas to, you know, make them look nice and what have you. So yeah, we'll get this grass picked up, and we'll get hopefully get a couple of loads picked up maybe before it gets too dark, but I think the daylight is about to disappear on me, which will be interesting. Don't know why I did that. I picked that up too early. I'll just turn the lights on anyway. So how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well, and I hope everybody's going to be following along with this challenge. I've been looking forward to starting this challenge, actually. Getting all started, and after I finished the Bake a Cake challenge, which was an awesome challenge, I must say. I had a lot of fun on that Calmlands Farms map, and yeah, it was great fun. I really enjoyed it. So thanks to Cobbler Farms for that one. So now we're going to chase up on Rusty here and get this challenge underway, and hopefully I'll have another video from Riverview Farms out soon. So that is my hope. Didn't realize this, I don't know how much capacity this thing actually takes. Looks like quite a lot. I hope I've got enough power in this tractor. So I've not got much in the way of, I've got a fair few trees I could take down to take some more income, but I don't really want to cut down too many. I put a little bench in the corner that overlooks the river, so I'd like to cut them down just to give me something like a nice open view of the river itself. But it's a very bonny map, Calmlands. It really is a really bonny map. Kind of reminds you of No Man's Land, but in a sort of slightly different way. That the squares on the map are all different prices. They're not all the same, as Alien Jim did on No Man's Land. So what do I want to start doing first? Do I want to try and get... turn. Do I want to try and get sugar beets done first to get the sugar for the factory, or do I want to do animals first? And we got rain coming too. Oh, lovely, lovely, just what we needed. So if Rusty money gets back to me on the whole animals side of things, I'll probably go and do that and put pens down so that we've got them ready, because we need eggs, so we're going to need chickens. We need milk, so we're going to need cows. So we're going to need to get that ball rolling with with that production. So, which will be handy because I could actually turn this field into a hay field and make hay bales for the cows to feed them. and potentially get some sort of, if they need straw as well. I'm hoping that I have not actually made this too narrow for the bigger equipment to come down. I should make it up here, no problem. There we go. I think I've given myself a good wide turning area here anyway as well. So we'll just go into there and find out. So grass, 50,000 litres that trailer holds, so that's not too bad. So we shall activate that and get that going. And that's running, that's fine. So let's head back down and we'll need to get some more. So as I say, yes, we're on hard economy on this map. So that's going to make it an even more of a challenge. Excuse me. So it'll be interesting to see how all those who are actually doing the challenge, actually what direction they actually take in doing it. Oh, why did I jump out the tractor? Totally pressed the wrong button there and decided to do a James Bond move out of the tractor. Yeah, so what I'll do then is it'd be nice to get a couple of the areas decorated. As I say, I don't want to put the productions down yet. I really want to put them down last, and then just store all the ingredients I have. Only downside is the pallet limit is 75 pallets on console, which is rather annoying. But if it comes to it, I'll just put the productions down and then just put all the ingredients in and then activate it at the very end. Put as much of the ingredients in, just fill it up, and then just activate it, and then that will start the production of the donuts. So it'll be a case of put the productions down and then kind of just work from there, to be honest. I mean, I could, it would take quite a while, but I could turn this area here into a sugar beet area, or I could do that behind the, I could probably do that behind the sugar mill actually. If I do that behind the sugar mill, I could farm that land and do it behind there, and that would save too much travelling from the sugar mill. Ooh. And then with the donut factory, could of course we need to buy the flour mill, the grain mill as well for flour. Oh dear. So there are more productions. So, but we can put more productions on those plots of land that we own, number 21 and 40. So, but as I say, when I was reading the description there, that the sugar mill must be on 21. And the donut shop must be on 40, so either way we could put productions alongside them. Would probably be a good idea to maybe put the flour mill and sugar mill together on one plot, and that way the other half of the land that I'm farming I could use for sugar beets and the oats or wheat, or whichever one's going to give me the most. I think it's oats. But we'll get one more load of this sorted out, and then we'll see what where it takes us. I'll probably finish the rest of it off camera anyway, because I don't want you guys sitting through too much of this, getting bored. We'll do another load of this and then see where it takes us. I can't remember how much the actual oops, where am I going? The fermenting silo, I can't remember exactly how much it takes, but I'm sure if I was just to fill it up without turning it on, I'm sure it would be quite a bit. If we're allowed other productions as well, that would mean we may potentially be allowed to have Missy B Slutty Yard on the map. Or I think the selling points are the map selling points only. I can't remember. I'm going to have to go through it again, but and read through it thoroughly, so I don't want to go too far ahead and realise that I'm doing stuff wrong. I don't want to mess it up right at the beginning before I even get started. So, just double check here while we're going up. Oh, missing most of that. So productions are allowed. Mods, yes. All platforms only. Downloadable content is allowed. Money mod, yes. Small only. Buy points, map points only, so we're only allowed to buy from the map points. Seed, fertilizer, lime points, yes. Buy production mods, no, we're not allowed them. So we're not allowed the mods that allow us to buy the production stuff. I imagine that means the pallets of stuff that you can get from the shop. It doesn't really say, so mods are allowed, so Missy B Slutty Yard should be allowed, so maybe we could potentially put that on. Right, let's go back up to the road and head back and drop this one off. And I hope I haven't bored everybody with this video. It's kind of an all over the place video that I've done here, just talking away and trying to find myself, get my footing in onto this challenge. So yeah, basically that is kind of the sort of setup, well, not setup, but the startup that I've got going on here. But I do suggest that you check out Rusty Money Gaming's setup video, and also follow him on the challenge as well, because he's doing the challenge himself now after finishing Calmlands Farms Big Cake Challenge. So what I'm going to do is I'll leave it here, guys, and hopefully the next time I see you I'll be a bit further on, and we'll see exactly where this challenge is going to take us and how long it's going to take us. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and drop a comment in the comment section below. If you have any questions or just anything you want to say in general, it would be great. Constructive criticism in the comments is greatly appreciated. I enjoy that. And also, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my weekly uploads. And I also want to thank everybody for getting me to over 100 subscribers. I appreciate it greatly, and I want to thank everybody for their support so far. So with that said, guys, I shall see you in the next one. Bye for now.